Yeah. Oh, turtle. I have a golden turtle head right now.
Huh? Excellent.
Hey there, everybody. How's it going? So, had quite a few people ask me, well, not quite a few, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 people asking me when I was going to post some Wheeler crit videos. So, here we are about a month into the 2018 Wheeler crit season, and I finally got one going here. So yeah, this is the Masters 35 plus category class race action, I guess you could say. And so anyways, it's a pretty nice day today. It was pretty much primo conditions, a little bit of a headwind, you know, through that little section and this section here, a little bit of a northish wind here. So, you know, I'm just kind of rolling through it here the first couple laps, getting a feel of the there's a little bit of debris. There's been some storms here, so a little bit of debris and junk and stuff up there in the kind of the second corner, I guess. But yeah, so anyway, we're just rolling along here. Pretty decent turnout in this race. I think I was watching the category 4-5 event after this one, and it looked like there was 100 people out there, but I don't think it was that many, but it looked like a lot. That's what I don't know, that's what I noticed. But had a pretty good sized group here. You know, of course there's a little few patches here and there, but you can see that little crack. More on that here in just a bit. But you know, going around, you know, I think somebody had taken off, maybe Alex Fadak or something, up the road a little bit. But anyway, you know, we had quite a few of the DNA Masters guys in here, and you know, I knew that the wheelmen, they had a couple guys, and they usually pretty, you know, like to practice their team tactics and such, so figured that would be come into play. And you know, maybe it was a little bit, I guess, but you know, I'd say that as far as the strong guys in the race, you had Daniel Larson and Andy the A-Train Chastain. There's quite a few fast ladies in here. Got Heather right there in front of me, and Rebecca, Dan's wife. They're definitely mixing it up in there, throwing in their own attacks and hanging with the dudes and mixing it up and everything else. So it was definitely fun race overall. It was definitely I just basically put the first few laps here, and then maybe a little middle, and then the last 5 laps. But it was pretty animated the whole time. It was definitely a action-packed and fun race. So yeah, anyways, you know, with those many numbers of guys we had in here, we don't really try to typically do team tactics. You know, it's just kind of an every man for himself. You got one of your guys up the road, you're probably gonna, you know, not expect your teammates to be slowing stuff down or not chasing, because they're gonna chase you down. And so I don't know, I definitely attacked a few times early on, but you know, it's basically kind of just the Bernardino method. You know, if you can breathe, you attack. And so if I felt good, I would throw in an attack if I was in the right position. Otherwise, I would just kind of set in and hang on for mercy or whatever. So yeah, this is one little part that's just kind of funny. We're rolling along, and it seemed way more epic during the race, but Andy kind of clipped this little rock right here, and kind of me and Dean Larson kind of just split the needle there. But it looked way bigger when it was actually going down and stuff. But I don't know, that's one little action-packed piece there. Alright, so you know, that say, pretty animated little event and stuff overall. So right here we're taking 5 to go, and I think somebody's maybe off the front there, but Andy's up. Andy's up there driving the pace here, and pretty much any time anybody would attack, Andy was just chasing it down. So basically everybody's, that's kind of why everything's still together here, I'd say. There was never any opportunities for anybody to get away. So, at this point, I'm looking to, try to win it or whatever, get a good finish, get a podium finish if at all possible. So, 5 to go, kind of, I think I had done something stupid earlier, so I'm kind of trying to recover, getting ready to start trying to get the actual race on. And so 4 to go. I'm in my mind, I'm like just trying to stay out of the wind, stay in the sweet spot. So each straightaway we're coming around this corner, it's basically the long straight here is tailwind. So, I'm going to try to focus on moving up a little bit if I can, position myself in a good spot. It's better to get after it from, in the top 3 or 5 or something, as opposed to being back 10 deep. So, as you come around this corner, usually I like to, the way the wind's coming, I'll drift off there to the right just a little bit. And kind of over here, right of everybody, you're in the sweet spot. And then as soon as you make this little corner, you kind of almost want to be in the left a little bit. So, looks like Alex took off there. Like old Michael Gathers there. He's thinking the same thing, trying to position himself, but he's kind of right out there in the wind a little bit solo. Kind of took off there just a little bit on his own. So, like there's a few guys chasing. In fact, Cody took off there. So, Daniel Larson, I kind of felt like was probably, the guy to watch. That was going to maybe him or possibly Andy, but I just, figured Andy was just, he's out there just to make it hard, keep it fair, whatever. And Norman, he's riding pretty well too, which that's Dan's teammate. So figured you got to count him out of that whole mix there either. So kind of in hindsight, after the race is over, Dan told me that he was basically trying to just lead out Norman. So I don't know. We'll get to that here in just a bit, but I think we're just coming up on. I think that was 2 to go there. So looks like Peter and another guy had just taken off here, and Norman didn't know that Peter was up the road there. He, as far as he was concerned, Dan, there was nobody up there. So those, you can see the 2 dudes. It was Peter and then another guy, and so we're coming up to 1 to go, and so Dan's starting to having to do some work. So at this point I'm kind of reading the race, and I'm thinking, we're in a pretty good spot here. We just took the bell lap. Peter's up the road with another guy, and it looked like Peter just dropped the other guy there. The guy wearing a Celestial jersey, which I met him just before the race. Anyway, he's dropping off. I think he kind of jumped back in and got a decent finish, but Dan's having to work it here, and honestly, I probably could have easily won this race if Norman left a little bit, let a little gap open up right here. So it's full on sprint mode here. We're going, passing some lapped riders and stuff, and so Norman left the door open right there, and so we're coming to the finish, passing Peter, and You know, I did the bike throw right there, and I didn't know if I got him. I thought I might have had him, but it was, you know, just looking at it as we finished, it was too close to call. But I ended up second, which, I don't know, whatever. Fun little race, and so, yeah. First filmed wheeler of the season. I've done a couple so far, but fun night overall, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. You know, I've got plenty other videos on this channel, so please consider subscribing, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you next week. Again, thanks for watching.